Welcome to battle number 5 of week number 3 of the FNF Victory Road Draft League Season 3. This battle is going to be between Morgana, which is Lakeshore Ledians, and Edgar, which is Canopy Black Egrets. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available in this battle will be Mega Houndoom on Edgar's team, Mega Sceptiles not making an appearance. The Z Pokemon available will be Z Any Meloetta and Z Attack Sandslash on Morgana's team. And then on Edgar's team, we have Z... Wait, do we have a Z Pokemon? I don't think we actually do have a Z Pokemon. Yeah, we do not have a Z Pokemon. Garchomp and Espeon are both absent. So before we get into this battle, let's take a look at these teams. So it looks like Morgana is running a Hail-based team with both Beartic and Sandslash Alola making an appearance, along with Ninetales Alola. So that's 3 ice types. Of course, having 3 ice types can be a liability. Mega Houndoom and Sock look particularly threatening because of that fact. And overall, he seems to be pretty fast. Edgar, on the other hand, seems to be pretty slow aside from Mega Houndoom. I'm thinking maybe Sock could be Choice Scarfed, but aside from Mega Houndoom, yeah, his team seems pretty slow. So Morgana will have the speed advantage in this battle unless Edgar decides to go for a Trick Room, which is possible. He does have Cofagrigus with him, and Cofagrigus he has used Trick Room on before. If he sets up Trick Room with Cofagrigus, not only will Cofagrigus benefit, but so will Sock, Vikavolt, and Electros, because they're all pretty slow compared to Morgana's team, at least in the Hail. So Morgana definitely is going to be taking a fast offensive approach in this battle. Zeraora does look pretty nice at just cleaning up. It can close combat Mega Houndoom. Heatran is definitely something that Morgana's going to want to keep alive because Houndoom has Flash Fire. Heatran has Flash Fire, so it could come in on any predicted flamethrowers. And I see Sock being very troublesome. Actually, last week, Edgar's Sock was in a really good matchup, and this week, it seems to be in another good matchup. Nothing wants to take a close combat at all from Sock. I think Morgana's going to have to try and go for setting up some screens. And then once Sock and Mega Houndoom go down, I think that Morgana definitely has a good grip on the match. But before then, Edgar is going to have some really threatening options for forcing some of Morgana's Pokemon out or just dealing big damage. So this is going to be a really interesting fight. We might see Hail versus Trick Room. We are definitely going to see some big offense coming from Morgana, and even from Edgar, actually. Most of his team is pretty offensive, bulky offensive, as compared to Morgana's hyper offense. So let's take a look and see how this goes. Alright, so in terms of leads, I think we'll definitely see Heatran start to set up Stealth Rock. On Edgar's side, I'm not quite sure. Maybe he'll go for Cofagrigus right away, setting up Trick Room, or he will maybe go for Vikavolt or Electros to get a Volt Switch off. Actually, don't think Edgar has any Rockers. So we actually start with Melia the Ninetales Alola versus Maurice the Mega Houndoom. Of course, Maurice is going to be very threatening versus Ninetales Alola, as it can hit it extremely hard. If Ninetales Alola can get a Aurora Veil up, that could be good, but I do believe that Mega Houndoom is faster than Ninetales Alola, so that's something that Ninetales Alola is going to have to really be careful about. This might be a time for Morgana to switch in Heatran. It might be relatively obvious that Heatran's coming in, though, because nothing else can really come into Houndoom. So Edgar might predict that switch, might go for a Nasty Plot. If Houndoom gets that Nasty Plot up, it could be very bad for Morgana. Indeed, Garn, the Heatran, comes in, holding that Air Balloon. There is Maurice, and there's the Sunny Day. Sunny Day is set up. That Dark Pulse will hit very hard on Garn, the the Heatran. And that Hail's gone, but Ninetales has left. So
It can set up Hail again pretty easily later. Maurice just took a little bit of damage from that solar power, but Garn is going to have to be careful because that Dark Pulse will hit extremely hard. Garn might actually want to just go straight up for that Earth power. And Dulce comes in. Yeah, Edgar predicted that Earth power. Good move by Edgar. Not ideal to risk it in this scenario. Garn can go for Stealth Rock, but if Togekiss is a defogger, which Edgar probably has, because Togekiss seems to be the only defogger. Actually, Vikavolt can defog as well. But so setting up Stealth Rock might not be worth it in this scenario. Of course, Togekiss does have to be careful because Heatran can Flash Cannon, and that will do big damage. So I'm really curious to see what Togekiss is going to do. Edgar might do another switch. I think that would be pretty smart of him. Maybe going into Electros or... yeah, maybe Electros. Heatran is Edgar's problem Pokemon. I'd say if he could get Sock out safely and take down Heatran, that'll be very big for him. So Garn is now paralyzed, and that Flash Cannon is going to do 58% to Dulce, who goes up to 48%. Of course, Dulce will be able to go for some Para-flinching now, but it is risky because another Flash Cannon will hit hard. It does go for the Para-flinch and the popped balloon. Garn is paralyzed, and now Dulce is at 54%. One more Para-flinch will allow Dulce to survive, but Agnosia, the Electros, comes in. The Flash Cannon's going to hit. It's not going to do much damage, only 13%. Agnosia being pretty bulky. This might be a Vest Agnosia. 40% dealt by that Drain Punch, and there's that Lava Plume from Garn. It's not going to burn. Garn is now down to 49%, which might be enough for Edgar to utilize Houndoom efficiently with Dark Pulse. Togekiss is going to be the one to come in, though. Dulce, the Togekiss, and Garn is paralyzed once again. So Togekiss will now be able to survive a Flash Cannon. I could see a switch into Zeraora right now to take an Air Slash and to threaten Togekiss really hard with Plasma Fists. It can't be paralyzed either. But yeah, Garn is definitely not wanting to be paralyzed. And I don't believe that Morgana has any Clerics. So maybe Meloetta could learn Heal Bell, but I just don't see him using it that way. So the Air Slash is going to hit, and there's that flinch from Togekiss. No leftovers on Garn, so it's just going to be an uphill battle versus these para-flinchings. Dulce now at 67%. We saw some para-flinches earlier with Jirachi. Not going for the paralysis, actually, just going straight up for the flinch. Air Slash, of course, having a 60% flinch rate. With the paralysis, that's like almost a 70% chance, I'd say 75% chance of just not attacking, so really tough to stay in versus a Togekiss when you're paralyzed. At this point, Garn is so down that it's going to be tough to justify it staying in. Ninetales Lola comes in, and there's that Air Slash from Dulce, who is now at 67% thanks to the hail damage, nullifying that leftovers. I don't think Dulce is going to stay in because Blizzard will hit extremely hard, taking it down. But if Dulce could get a Thunder Wave on Melia, that's going to be pretty big for Edgar. I'm not sure if Edgar goes for... if Morgana goes for the Blizzard or goes for the Aurora Veil at this point. I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Blizzard just to take down Togekiss, but I think Edgar will predict that and switch into something else. Oh, actually, Edgar doesn't predict it. The Blizzard hits, it does 49%, and there's that Defog. Oh, Edgar predicted the Aurora Veil going up, but it did not go up, and instead Melia was able to get some big damage off Dulce. Now Edgar's going to have to really be careful if he wants to keep Dulce out, because it will be able to... it will be taken down by one more Blizzard. Wow, that Togekiss has really good special defense, though, being able to tank a Blizzard, only doing 49%. I do believe that this Togekiss is at least somewhat invested in bulk, and Melia goes for the Moonblast on Maurice, bringing its special attack down as well. Maurice now at 35%. Nice call out on the switch. Houndoom is at 35%, pretty compromised. I think this is big for Morgana because he definitely wants to survive these hits from Houndoom. I think Edgar's probably going to predict a switch with Dark Pulse. I'm not sure. Melia probably wants to be saved for later, so even a -1 flamethrower will hit pretty hard. Nothing can really switch into Houndoom, though. I'm thinking maybe... I mean, Heatran's the obvious choice, but it's so beaten up at this point. Maybe Morgana's just going to sack it, but Melia actually goes for the Protect, and the Fire Blast does not hit through the Protect. That's going to do take Maurice down to 28%. Interesting choice of a move for Melia. Maurice can set up the Sun, but it'll bring it down even more. I think Maurice actually does not use Dark Pulse, goes for that Fire Blast versus Garn, who's at 26% now. It might be able to survive a Dark Pulse considering Maurice is down, but Agnosia's the one who comes out, and Garn once again paralyzed. Not good with that paralysis luck. Garn is brought down to 20%, and Morgana just decides to scrap Garn, let the Drain Punch take it out. Agnosia takes it out, and the score is now 5-6. Really unlucky with those paralysis turns. I wonder if he was going to set up a Stealth Rock at any point in the match. That would have definitely helped him, but he did not. So Agnosia seems to be the one to beat right now. It is hitting really hard, especially with Drain Punch. Meloetta can come in, but I don't know if Morgana wants to save that for the late game or not. Maybe we'll see Ninetales come in to set up screens. But yeah, Agnosia's looking really tough right now with that nice bulk and the ability to restore its HP with Drain Punch. We see Jet Setter come in to take on Agnosia. I think it's best move to hit Agnosia's close combat, which Agnosia could take advantage of that reduced defense stat and go for some Drain Punching. Or maybe he'll set up a bulk up. We have seen him use bulk up on Jet Setter before, so that's something that could also be interesting, and maybe we'll see that. Knockoff would actually do big damage as well. So Khopesh the Vikavolt comes in, and there's a Plasma Fist. It's going to hit Vikavolt, doing 29%. Jet Setter is revealed to have a Life Orb attached. And there's a Fire Punch, bringing Khopesh down to 8%. And the Bug Buzz is going to hit, taking down Jet Setter in one shot. The score is now 4-6. Really strong Bug Buzz there by Khopesh. Ninetales Lola comes back in to summon that Hail. And there's that Aurora Veil going up. Bug Buzz, even resisted and hit by Aurora Veil, does big damage, 26%. That's nothing to scoff at. A resisted hit through Veil. That is a Specs Khopesh, ladies and gentlemen. The hail damage will take it out, however, in the next turn. So I think that Edgar might just let that happen and then go for a Houndoom switch in. Or maybe not. Maybe he won't let it happen. But I think he will, because at this point everything outspeeds Khopesh. So it would be better for him to just get a safe switch in. Actually, no. Togekiss comes in, and there's the Moonblast that takes down Dulce the Togekiss. Score is now 4-5, and we'll probably see Houndoom come in to get rid of that Hail with Sunny Day. Once Houndoom goes down, this will be a very different matchup for Morgana and Edgar. Houndoom being extremely fast and being able to stop some of those hail sweeping Pokemon. Yeah, we do see Houndoom come in again, this time at 22%. It can go for the Sunny Day, but the Solar Power damage is just going to do big to it, so I think it just is going to go straight up for the Fire Blast. I still think that Morgana's going to try to hang on to Melia and set sail one more time, set hail, sorry, one more time later on. So we might see a switch into something else, but nothing at this point is comfortable versus Maurice. Maurice is extremely fast. The most I could see is maybe Beartick coming in behind screens that might be able to take a Fire Blast and retaliate, but yeah, this is a tough position for Morgana. Maurice just does so much damage to Morgana's team. He can utilize Protect to stall out some of the to stall with hail damage on Maurice, doing little chip, but yeah, this is a tough predicament for Morgana. And Echo the Meloetta comes in. There's that Fire Blast. It's going to do 22% to Echo and also burn. Maurice now brought down to 16%. Echo at 65%. Can it take a Dark Pulse and retaliate versus Maurice? We'll see. It can take that Dark Pulse. It does 35%. But the flinch. Oh my gosh. Morgana having such bad RNG luck in this match. One more turn of hail will be enough to take Maurice into hail killing range. Very unfortunate for Morgana. Lots of flinches happening today. The Dark Pulse is going to take out Echo, and Maurice gets put down to 4%. Hail's up for 3 turns, and the score is 3-5. Maurice will go down to one more turn of hail. We could see Beartick come in to go for the Aqua Jet. I think he's probably going to save Ninetales. So Sandslash Alola actually is the one who comes in. In hail, does it outspeed Houndoom? I believe it does. The question is, does Edgar let Houndoom die, or it looks like he does. The Icicle Sphere is going to take down Maurice. The Hail's up for 2 more turns, and Valak, the Sandslash Alola, is out, taking advantage of that Hail boost. 3-4 is the score. Accident, the Cough Egregious comes in, a premier physical wall that will also be able to remove Slush Rush if Valak makes contact, which with Icicle Sphere, I don't think it'll make contact, but it'll still be able to burn. That'll pretty much make Valak not really useful in this matchup. Or it could set up Trick Room. If a Trick Room's set up, then it's looking very dangerous for Morgana. So the Icicle Sphere is going to hit 2 times. Again, that bad RNG. Accident at 72% and Valak at 81%. The Hidden Power is going to take out Sandslash, and there's Trick Room for 3 more turns. In comes Ninetales Alola. Melia might stall out the Trick Room with Protect. But if Morgana does that, then Edgar can call that out with maybe a Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot Shadow Ball will do big damage after that. That may have been Hidden Power fighting, actually. So there's a Shadow Ball. It's going to take down Melia. And the score is now 1-4 with Accident at 66% and Trick Room up for 2 more turns. Tibbers is going to be outsped by Accident in the Trick Room, so it has to survive 2 more turns of Accident, which seems like it's going to be a really tall order to ask of Tibbers. On top of that, Sock is still alive. Not only is it alive, but it has Sturdy, so this is looking very grim for Morgana. On top of that, Tibbers attacking Accident with a contact move will bring it, will cause Slush Rush to go away. So Edgar is very set up to take this victory right now. That hidden power is going to bring Tibbers down to 52%, and there's a Swords Dance from Tibbers. Hale's still up for 3 more turns. Trick Room up for 1 more turn. Hidden Power is going to take Tibbers down to 8%. The Icicle Crash takes down Excident, but the Life Orb takes out Tibbers. And the score is 0-3 for Morgana, 3-0 for Edgar. Edgar and the Canopy Black Egrets are the victor of this match. Morgana and Lakeshore Ledians are at 2-1 now. Edgar at 3-0. Really close match though. Vikavolt was almost dead, and Sock. We didn't see Sock. Like, Sock had such a good matchup in this match, and just like last match, Sock didn't do much because I don't know. I guess the other Pokemon were the ones used. But really interesting match. Cool to see Hale. We haven't seen a lot of Hale in Victory Road, so very cool to see it utilized. And stay tuned for some more matches. There's still one more coming up today. So see you then. This is Noel from Hypno Slumber Party.